The center of gravity of a triangle is at the point where 3 A medians of the triangle meet. B. Perpendicular bisectors of the sides of the triangle meet. C. Bisectors of the angle of the triangle meet. D. None of these. The correct answer is medians of the triangle meet. The forces which meet at one point and have their lines of action in different planes are called A. Coplanar non-concurrent forces. B. Non-coplanar concurrent forces. C. Non-coplanar non-current forces. D. Intersecting forces. The correct answer is non-coplanar concurrent forces. At a given instant, ship A is traveling at 6 km per hour due east and ship B is traveling at 8 km per hour due north. The velocity of B relative to A is A. 7 km hrs, B. 2 km hrs, C. 1 km hrs, D. 10 km hrs. The correct answer is 10 km hrs. The equation of motion of a particle starting from rest along a straight line is x is equal to t3 to 3t2 plus 5. The ratio of the accelerations after 5 sec and 3 sec will be a2, b3, c4, d5. The correct answer is 2. The locus of the instantaneous center of a moving rigid body is A. Straight line, B. Involute, C. Centroid, D. Spiral. The correct answer is centroid. A projectile is thrown at an angle A to the horizontal with velocity v. It will have the maximum centripetal acceleration A at the start, B at the top of the trajectory, C as it strikes the ground, D elsewhere. The correct answer is at the start. The unit of moment of inertia of a body is A m, B m2, C m3, D m4. The correct answer is m4. If a body moves in such a way that its velocity increases by equal amount in equal intervals of time, it is said to be moving with A uniform retardation, B. A uniform acceleration, C. A variable acceleration, D. A variable retardation. The correct answer is a variable acceleration. If the gravitational acceleration at any place is doubled, the weight of a body will A. be reduced to half, B. be doubled, C. not be affected, D. none of these. The correct answer is B. doubled. A cable loaded with 0.5 ton per horizontal meter span is stretched between supports in the same horizontal line 400 m apart. If central dip is 20 m, the minimum tension in the cable will be A. 200 tons at the center, B. 500 tons at the center, C. 200 tons at the right support, D. 200 tons at the left support. The correct answer is 500 tons at the center. A particle moves along a straight line such that distance x traversed in t seconds is given by x is equal to t2t plus 1. The acceleration of the particle will be A. 3t3 to 2t, B. 3t2 plus 2t, C. 6t, 2, D. 6t plus 2. The correct answer is 6t plus 2. The law of Polygon of forces states that A. If a polygon representing the forces acting at point in a body is closed, the forces are in equilibrium. B. If forces acting on a point can be represented in magnitude and direction by the sides of a polygon taken in order, then the resultant of the forces will be represented in magnitude and direction by the closing side of the polygon. See if forces acting on a point can be represented of a polygon taken in order their sides of a polygon taken in order their resultant will be represented in magnitude and direction by the closing side of the polygon taken in opposite order. D. If forces acting on a point can be represented in magnitude and direction by the sides of a polygon in order the forces are in equilibrium. The correct answer is if forces acting on a point can be represented of a polygon taken in order their sides of a polygon taken in order their resultant will be represented in magnitude and direction by the close. Parallelogram law of forces states, if two forces acting simultaneously on a particle be represented in magnitude and direction by two adjacent sides of a parallelogram, their resultant may be represented in magnitude and direction by A. its longer side, B. its shorter side, C. the diagonal of the parallelogram which does not pass through the point of intersection of the forces, D. the diagonal of the parallelogram which passes through the point of intersection of the forces. The correct answer is the diagonal of the parallelogram which passes through the point of intersection of the forces. Which one of the following statements is true? A. The tangent of the angle of friction is equal to coefficient of friction. B. The angle of repose is equal to angle of friction. C. The tangent of the angle of repose is equal to coefficient of friction. D. All the above. The correct answer is all the above. The beam shown in below figure is supported by a hinge at A and a roller at B. The reaction Ra of the hinged support A of the beam is A 10.8 T, B 10.6 T, C 10.4 T, D 10.2 T. The correct answer is 10.2 T. The product of mass and velocity of a moving a body is called A. moment, B. momentum, C. power, D. impulse. The correct answer is momentum. Engineers' units of force is A. Newton in absolute units, B. dyne in absolute units, C. Newton and dyne in absolute units, D. all the above. The correct answer is Newton in absolute units. Joule is the unit of A. work, B. force, C. power, D. torque. The correct answer is work. The maximum velocity of a body vibrating with a simple harmonic motion of amplitude 150 mm and frequency 2 vibrations sec is A. 188.5 ms, B. 18.85 ms, C. 1.885 ms, D. 0.18845 ms. The correct answer is 1.885 ms. 1 Newton force is A. 10.3 dynes, B. 10.4 dynes, C. 10.5 dynes, D. 10.6 dynes. The correct answer is 10.5 dynes. The masses of two balls are in the ratio of 2:1 and their respective velocities are in the ratio of 1:2 but in opposite direction before impact. If the coefficient of restitution is, the velocities of separation of the balls will be equal to A. original velocity in the same direction, B. half the original velocity in the same direction, C. half the original velocity in the opposite direction, D. original velocity in the opposite direction. The correct answer is original velocity in the opposite direction. The angle which an inclined surface makes with the horiontal when a body placed on it is on the point of moving down, is called A. angle of repose, B. angle of friction, C. angle of inclination, D. none of these. The correct answer is angle of repose. Work may be defined as A. force x distance, B. force x velocity, C. Force X, acceleration. D. None of these. The correct answer is force X, distance. A bullet weighing 200 g is fired horizontally with a velocity of 25 ms from a gun carried on a carriage which together with the gun weighs 100 kilograms. The velocity of recoil of the gun will be A. 0.01 ms, B. 0.05 ms, C. 1.00 ms, D. 1.5 ms. The correct answer is 0.05 ms. The tension in a cable supporting a lift A is more when the lift is moving downwards. B is less when the lift is moving upwards. C remains constant whether it moves downwards or upwards. D is less when the lift is moving downwards. The correct answer is less when the lift is moving downwards. A satellite moves in its orbit around the Earth due to A. Gravitational force, B. Centripetal force, C. Centrifugal force, D. None of these. The correct answer is centripetal force. If three rigid rods are hinged together to form a triangle and are given rotary as well as translatory motion, the number of instantaneous centers of the triangle will be A1, B2, C3, D4. The correct answer is 3. The mechanical advantage of an ideal machine is 100. For moving the local through 2m, the effort moves through A. 0.02 m, B. 2 m, C. 2.5 m, D. 20 m. The correct answer is 0.02 m. When a body in equilibrium undergoes an infinitely small displacement, work imagined to be done is known as A. Imaginary work, B. Negative work, C. Virtual work, D. None of these. The correct answer is virtual work. To attain the synchronous orbit, the launch of a satellite is done from a place A. On equator, B. on 30 degrees latitude, C. on 45 degrees latitude, D. on 60 degrees latitude. The correct answer is on equator. The vertical reaction at the support A of the structure shown in below figure is A1T, B2T, C3T, D2.5T. The correct answer is 3T. If the radius of the Earth is 600 kilometers, the height of a mountain above sea level at the top of which a beat-second pendulum at sea level loses 27 seconds a day is A. 500 meters, B. 1000 meters, C. 1500 meters, D. 2000 meters. The correct answer is 2000 meters. The total time of collision and restitution of two bodies is called A. Time of collision, B. Period of collision, C. Period of impact, D. All the above. The correct answer is all the above. The length of a second's pendulum is A. 99.0 centimeters, B. 99.4 centimeters, C. 100 centimeters, D. 101 centimeters. The correct answer is 99.4 centimeters. A load of 500 kilograms was lifted through a distance of 13 centimeters by an effort of 25 kilograms which moved through a distance of 650 centimeters. The efficiency of the lifting machine is A. 50%, B. 40%, C. 55%, D. 30%. The correct answer is 40%. A string of length 90 centimeters is fastened to 2 points A and B at the same level 60 centimeters apart. A ring weighing 120 g is slid on the string. A horizontal force P is applied to the ring such that it is in equilibrium vertically below B. The value of P is A 40 G, B 60 G, C 80 G, D 100 G. The correct answer is 80 G. The reaction at the support A of the beam shown in below figure is A 2T, B 5.8T, C 0.2 T, D 3.5 T. The correct answer is 2T. Two forces act an angle of 120 degrees. If the greater force is 50 kilograms and their resultant is perpendicular to the smaller force, the smaller force is A 20 kilograms, B 25 kilograms, C 30 kilograms, D 35 kilograms. The correct answer is 25 kilograms. The CG of a right circular cone lies on its axis of symmetry at a height of AH2, BH3, CH4, DH5. The correct answer is H4. A uniform rod 9 m long weighing 40 kilograms is pivoted at a point 2 m from one end where a weight of 120 kilograms is suspended. The required force acting at the end in a direction perpendicular to rod to keep it equilibrium, at an inclination 60 degrees with horizontal, is A 40 kilograms, B 60 kilograms, C 10 kilograms, D 100 kilograms. The correct answer is 10 kilograms. If a particle is projected inside a horizontal tunnel which is 554 centimeters high with a velocity of 60 m per sec, the angle of projection for maximum range is A 8 degrees, B 9 degrees, C 10 degrees, D 11 degrees. The correct answer is 10 degrees.